So this is Swift IDX for Real Geeks websites, only for Real Geeks websites. So this is actually on a client site right now, and we're going to demo it today. So off to the right side, you see all these listings. Typically, with the normal Real Geeks view, you only have one column, and it's actually off to the left side. So we orient it to the right, and people could actually move this around if they want to. You're going to notice there's a header there. They refresh. And then you have a bar at the top here, and it has all the pre-listed areas built in right here. So if I just click one of these and I click, I want to look at Smith Lake here, it will actually refresh right on the spot right here. If I want to look at a certain price point, I can be like, hey, I want to do a max price point of 800. I click apply, it loads immediately. And you'll notice I don't have to go to a different page on the site to change the filters or anything like that. I can just click here, exit out. Anytime you click X, it will just show all the listings in your MLS. We can change this per site. But we put county, we put city, we put region on here. And what's cool about this, and Real Geeks does not do this out of the box because you actually have two different search bars. This, you can also search up addresses. So we've built it where it will pull all the address results for MLS. And so if I just click like one of these right here, it's just going to show that listing. And this one's a sold listing. And I can just view all this stuff just like before. And then if I want to go back to the map search, I click back to search and it will load all the listings again. And what's cool is I can switch to sold listings immediately. Just like that on the fly, I can be like, hey, I want to do in the last 8 months. Show me that. Boom. And it'll show all sold listings sold in the last 8 months. And what's cool about this is when the lead is logged in, I can actually automatically name the searches for the user. So this is all built in too. So if someone just wants to, get, sold listings in the last 8 months, when they get an email alert, it's actually going to say what the name of that search is. So it will actually compel people to come back. So that's built into this. Like for instance, if someone just chooses, sold listings in Blount, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, Blount County, and I click save search, it's going to say sold Blount, sold in the last 8 months. And then I can even do price points in there, and it should, I believe, save the search correctly. Look at that. Sold Blount under 600,000, sold in the last 8 months. Awesome. And what's really cool is, and the Real Geeks websites out of the box, they have an issue where there's filter confliction. So when someone's doing a search, and let's just go back to like for sale. If someone's doing a search for single family homes, but then they want to search for land, the issue is with the normal Real Geek sites is someone will keep a single family filter on there, and then they'll search land, and then they won't see any listings because the Real Geek site will keep the filter for single family homes and then combine them with land. And then, of course, land doesn't have bedrooms. So then it makes it where there's no listings. So what we did was we removed filter confliction. So if someone does a land search, it's always going to show all the land in the area. We've tested this on so many different sites. So this is big because if someone expects to see land and they see nothing and they just visited your site, they gonna leave your site. They're not gonna stick around. So that's what's cool. It shows it's a land search. There's like filter pills on here. So you can click X and then it will remove all the land. It will just be, what the city is or the county or whatever. And what's really cool about this search too is we can also add subdivisions. We can add neighborhoods. We don't want to make this list too long, but we can customize it for your area. We can even do polygons. I know a lot of markets, there isn't any like real MLS filters for like specific areas. So we can actually draw a polygon and make it into this. So if someone clicks it, it will show the exact area of it. It's good for like condo buildings. It's good for, certain subdivisions that aren't listed in your IDX. So yeah. This is going to be a lot faster for your users. You want to make sure that people are, engaged and they get the content that they want really quickly. Because look at this, I can just click random areas. If there's no results found, it will just put big no results found. And I can just go back really quickly here. If I want to do this city right here, maybe there's listings here. Hopefully there's a few listings here. Do max price. You can do all kinds of filters on here, and we can add whatever filters that you need. These are most of the ones that are common with all the Real Geek sites, but this one, he wanted to have one where it's like must have pool, so we can put that as well. And yeah, so if you want to keep your users engaged, if you want to keep them on the site longer, this is going to be a pretty huge solution, especially if you're doing PPC marketing. I know a lot of you guys are doing that. There's also one more button here I can show you guys. So this is the share button. So this will take the current URL, and if you just share it, you can just click copy link right here. Boom. What's cool is it works just like the old Real Geek sites where you can use the URL, share it, and it will show the exact listings on the page as well. So, and I can show you guys one more cool site here. This one I just built for another one of my clients. This one has a ton of different areas in here. She wanted every single subdivision in her market. So we can do that. It might make your site a little bit slower, but what's cool about this is, if I type in just some random numbers, it will pull the address results first and then some subdivisions or any kind of matches that it has below that. So it's a dynamic bar. You don't have to just have cities and whatever. We can build your entire search with one bar. Addresses, cities, subdivisions, neighborhoods, all in one place. So someone doesn't have to leave. We can even add more social icons. And I haven't even shown you guys this, but this thing is very mobile friendly. I'll put it to like 125%, so it's not too big. So I can click like a certain subdivision. If it doesn't have, okay, it has one listing on there. I can click X again. It will show all the listings in the market again. I can go sold right here, quick. Do you guys see how fast this is? Boom. It's up to 2 million. Let's do sold within 6 months. Boom. And you also have a search header at the top as well with the person or with your brand's logo. And then the save search also works on there too. Very user friendly, very mobile friendly. She has what do you call it? Lead capture turned on. So that's going to show up on there. This client does not have lead capture, I believe, turned on, but I'm logged in, so it will have the save search, like this icon or this pop-up show up. If I wasn't logged in, it's not gonna show that. It would just show this lead capture form like this. So if you guys want this added to your site, we can do it. We can customize it exactly how you want it. It's going to really be helpful for your PPC. It's going to be helpful just to keep people on the site longer. And for long-term conversions and branding and everything, I think this is kind of the way to go. It kind of emulates a very similar experience that you would have on a Redfin or a Zillow. So yeah, reach out if you guys have any questions, and we'll be very excited to work with you and get a perfect solution for your market.